A while back I dropped something and it hit the door over here and scratched the semi-gloss paint right off of it. Now this door used to be dark brown when a former owner owned it, and then they painted it white, and then I had it painted in the color white that I use in my home. So I'm going to show you today how I'm going to get rid of these scratches. I'm also going to be touching up some other places I've seen in the house that need a touch-up of this semi-gloss. Before I just go painting over this, because it's really thick, I'm going to sand it a little bit. And I will tell you, yesterday I took the opportunity to wash the entire door first with a cleaner and a cloth, and then I went over it again with the Mr. Clean, those Mr. Clean erasers. Oh my gosh, whoever invented those, the team should be rewarded. So I went over that. That's great to use on walls, especially on white painted wood trim. So it got it really clean, and now it's really dry. So I have some sandpaper here. It's really, I have another piece. It's fairly fine. I don't want to be too goofy with this, and I have another little spot here. Oh, that's under the camera. And I've got another one down here. And so I'm just going to sand it until it feels fairly flat. I've spread some newspaper on the ground below the door because, well, I'm a slob. And the first paint I'm going to put on here is a primer because the door is so dark. So because this is such a little amount, I have the paints in another room in the kitchen spread out, and I use a little artist brush. And I bought these really cheap, these are measuring cups, and you know, it came with the regular cup, half cup, and 1/3 and 1/4. So I just put some paint in here after I mix it with a stick, and I'm just going over it with this primer so that that dark doesn't come out. I should probably say that after I gooped it on, I took the brush, which hardly has any paint on it anymore, and I just feathered it out so it doesn't have any kind of thickness. Now that I've covered this line with the primer, it's even kind of hard to see it in the camera, but now I have the semi-gloss paint, and I brought with me a couple different artist brushes. This one has a flat edge, and I'm just going to dip it in the paint. You know, one day we'll just paint the whole door again, but it's just getting that contrast with that dark underneath, and it looks pretty good. That's what I think. Just make sure the paint matches really well. Now this color of white, it's Benjamin Moore, I think it's called Simply White. It's 2143-70, and it only works as a gallon. One time I went back and I got, oh, just give me a quart, it's just for touch-ups. Well, guess what? They can't make it in a quart. It was just too orangey, and the guy told me later, well, that's because we can't split a drop. So I have to buy it in a gallon. I'm done, and I did need to put a second coat on it because of the dark color coming through, because primer typically doesn't completely cover dark. You really have to use your paint to do that. And then I just feathered it out with the edges of the brush, and now it's going to dry. So please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, and click the description box below for more information. Thanks for watching. Bye. The plunger didn't work, so I bought this auger, which is sometimes called a snake, and I hang it in my garage. And when I hang it, I let the whole thing pull out and just hang it by this bent part of the plastic. But when you